I begin tonight with a question concerning the tree of life, a question to which I think you don't know the answer. But that's what I think, which doesn't amount to much. So the question's coming now. I believe the brothers are ready with a doctrinal answer, which will be correct, but not tonight. Are you ready? Where is the tree of life now? Where is it? If you want to eat of the fruit of the tree of life, you have to know where the tree of life is. So, the trainee brothers here, they're advancing because they're not saying anything. Very good. The tree of life is in the river of water of life. In Genesis 2, in the picture, you have the tree of life there. Then a river is flowing and divided into 4 heads to cover the earth. Here at the beginning, we see a close connection between the tree of life and the water of life. But when we come to Isaiah 55, you have the Lord's calling us to come to the waters and eat. Come by and eat. So now there seems to be a much closer association between eating, surely, of the bread of life, the tree of life, and the waters. The full answer is in Revelation 22, well-known verses 1 and 2. He showed me a river of water of life, bright as crystal, proceeding out of the throne of God and of the Lamb. And on either side of the river was the tree of life, indicating the tree is actually in the river, probably like a vine. Then the branches, these are signs, extend to both sides. So today, the tree of life is in the river of water of life, because the tree of life is in the river of water of life. The way to eat of the tree is to drink of the water of life. Very late this afternoon, I was prompted in spirit and then had a recollection that somewhere in the life study of Isaiah, Brother Lee speaks concerning this directly. So, I just did a LSM search. I'd like to read what I found. This is the direct utterance. I don't recall the message number, but it's the message, maybe 11, on chapter 12. This is what Brother Lee says. The tree of life, signifying Christ, lives and grows in the river of water of life. If the river does not reach us, neither will the tree of life reach us. So now I'm pausing and inserting. Wouldn't you like the river of water of life to reach you right now? Amen. You don't have to do anything. Just exercise, open your being. The river is flowing right now. So the tree of life is reaching you in the flowing river of water of life. Now I continue the reading. Since the tree of life is in the water of life, the way to enjoy the tree is to drink the water. Tonight, let us agree in one accord. Let us spend the next maybe 65 minutes enjoying the tree by drinking the water. Now, trainees in front of me, sisters and brothers, what is the simplest and most practical way to drink the water? Don't tell me about it. Do it. What? What are you doing? You call on Him and the river flows. We've all been given to drink of one Spirit. One of the best things you can do, not only for your own need, but for brothers and sisters, for the church, for the body, is to drink the Spirit. Because the tree is in the water reaches you as a river, conveying the tree of life to you. When we drink the water of life, we enjoy the triune God. I repeat, enjoy the triune God. I wish I could go to, in a friendly way, but still in a forthright way, to a seminary within an hour's drive or so, and ask a question of the professors and of the students. Did you enjoy the triune God today? I notice, Dr. So-and-so, you have a seminar for doctoral students on the doctrine of the Trinity. Surely there's a time to study the speculations of the theologians on the Trinity. But I would like to point out to you something I learned from a little man from Chifu, that every mention of the triune God in the New Testament is for dispensing. So why don't you have at least one seminar session on the triune God's dispensing and our drinking of the triune God to enjoy the tree of life, to become the New Jerusalem. Amen. But I think the only place where you're going to get a lesson on that is not in Pasadena. It's not somewhere else. It's in Anaheim, California. Amen. Today we should not only speak of Christ and teach Christ, we also need to drink of Christ as the life-giving Spirit. Then two more sentences to finish, and I introduce them. In his teaching, Brother Lee sometimes would point out that the Father is the source, the Son is the element, and the Spirit is the essence. So please don't now get in your mind to try to define the difference between element and essence. But within the element is an essence. Within Christ as the element of life is the Spirit as the essence of life. Now here are the two sentences. The essence of the tree of life is in the water of life. If we would enjoy Christ as the tree of life, as the element of life, we must drink him as the water of life, as the essence of life. So now we come to the outline bearing the title, The Fountain of Living Waters. Now I hope you're not systematized in your mind and you say, I thought this line of ministry was on the tree of life. Now it seems you have changed. You are on the fountain of living waters. I trust you are all somewhat clear that the tree of life is in the living waters. Amen. To eat the tree, we need to drink the waters. And we begin with a very strategic verse, but also, I would say, a tragic and sad verse. My people have committed two evils. They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters, to hew out for themselves cisterns, broken cisterns, which hold no water. This is from the Lord's heart. They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters. There is no sin, we may say, or failure greater than this, than forsaking the fountain of living waters. This is a deliberate action, a willful action. And the people did this to do something else. To hew out from some kind of rock cisterns that contain water. So they turn to another source of their own doing. How many of the 7+ billion people on the earth today are devoting their energy to hewing out cisterns, thinking that that will bring satisfaction to their being? One particular manifestation of this often takes place in what we call middle-aged, which I would suggest begins at 40 and ends at 70. When you're 40, you are not a young adult. Welcome to middle-agedom. When you are 70, come on, face the facts. You've now crossed the border. You're beyond middle age. But in middle age, humanly, many go through an inner crisis. So many dreams of youth have not been realized. They feel they're closer to the end of their life than to the beginning. And some do very radical things to hew out a cistern. You don't have to illustrate them. The principle is clear. But whatever cistern we hew out is broken. There's no such thing as an unbroken